What's up, Internet? We are here once again with the greatest treasure of all. 401 Real Game by CoolBoy. Aw, yeah. I believe we are on page 18, which is the 180s. And I believe our next game is going to be Helicopter, spelled with 2 L's. And now it's spelled with 1 L. Thank you, Pirate Gaming. Alright, I think I know what this game is. I want to say it was called Gyrodyne. I'm not sure. I've seen this game before. I can't think of what its actual name is. Like, I don't think it's Gyrodyne. I think that was a shmup. But this is a weird game. You got, like, this little compass at the bottom that's constantly directing you back to your home base, which is this aircraft carrier. And you have to go blow up some factories with bombs that, from what I recall, are ridiculously delayed. But let's see if we can find one. I think they glow, so they're a little bit more obvious what you're supposed to explode, possibly. Like that. That looks like a factory I need to blow up right there. Okay, that's guns. There we go. I think we just blew up a factory. Now I'm actually, like, for the sake of proving a point, I'm rapid firing with my turbo buttons bombs right now. They do not want to go. And there's an active delay in between, which makes it really damn hard to actually use this for anything. Like, it just does not want to go. I guess I'm out of bombs now, perhaps? Let's see if we can restock back at base. There's no way to speed up or slow down, it doesn't seem like either. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It is up and down because that's a sensible control scheme. But even if you slow down, it's not like it's all that easy to actually aim things in this game. It's not the most enjoyable game to play just because it's not the most functionally well-designed game ever. Like, I can shoot at stuff, sure, but it feels like you've got to basically crawl to a halt if you actually want to hit anything. And of course, if you're crawling to a halt, that means you're going to get blown up by everything that's shooting at you. And we can't drop any bombs on that factory, because I guess we're out. Maybe we have to go back to base. Okay, let's see if we can slow down and stop and land and get refueled. Doesn't seem like the game wants us to not be over top of this thing. Okay. Hey, I think we actually did a thing. It just had a ridiculous delay to it. Let's see if we can destroy a factory now. Hold on. Oh. There we go. Hey, special. See, even this game understands that this multi-card is special, and why you need it in your life. Because pirate gaming is fun, and also very, very weird. Alright, let's see what else we got. I think I saw the next one was City Connection. Yep, City Connection. Alright. Now, the question is, how badly hacked is this? Because I've seen... Oh, okay. It actually does not appear to be hacked at all. I've seen really bad hacked versions of this that make this game unplayable. Like, the whole point is that you're painting the roads underneath you white. But there's a point where if you hack the game in a certain way, you can actually make it so that you can't see the ground beneath you. Also, don't hit cats, because cats are jerks. And they literally spawn on top of you. Yes, city connection. You tend to have to, like, jump a little bit early, or else you fall to your lower tier, and you don't really want to do that, but the problem is that jumping early means that you're also missing out on getting, you know, the next tier of stuff, which, you know, eventually you're going to need to get back up there. Oh, silly cat. Aw. Not fair. I shot him. This is also the game where you collect a bunch of balloons and eventually you get to warp places. I've seen people hack this game so that your car actually turns into like a motorcycle as well, which is interesting. I think considering that there's basically a part where your car just sort of starts facing upwards, it would look good for a wheelie, I think. Whoa. No, I wanted the balloon, not the car. Oh, let's try again. It's a pretty simple game conceptually. It's a very hard game though. Because again, like the jerk cats that murder you instantly if you hit them, they spawn like right on top of you. It makes me wonder if the people who made this had like some sort of vendetta against cats and just wanted you to learn how truly insidious cats can potentially be. I don't know why there's such cheery music when you hit a cat in this game. It's like, yay, animal cruelty. Don't be cruel to animals. Cats are nice, for the most part. Okay, they're jerks, but, you know, they're lovable jerks. Also, why are they holding flags in this game? I don't know why, but cats holding flags just comes across as weird. Cats. Alright. I wonder if we'll actually be able to beat this without a cat, you know, murdering us. Doesn't seem likely, but it would be nice. Okay, there was just nothing I could do about that. Fair enough, game. I don't have to keep playing you. We've got other things we could be playing. More specifically, baseball. Oh no. Baseball. Also, this jingle is used in so many NES games by Nintendo for some reason. They really like this song. Okay. Now, I'm not sure which team I'm currently on. Oh god, I'm fielding. We're doomed. I think I'm fielding. I don't know, the game's doing a lot of stuff that I'm not actually controlling right now. This is weird. Nope, this looks more like actual baseball. No, catch it. Awesome. I don't know how I get it back to the front, the center base. Stop doing things. Oh, okay, I just have to wait for it. That's 2 outs. I've never been a big baseball fan. And I know that's kind of blasphemous because I know my grandpa was a huge baseball fan. Like, to the point where he would actually coach baseball in his spare time. Throw it. Yeah, because that was the one I was aiming at. Definitely not the, you know, middle one. I don't get NES baseball very much. Like, sport games in general, unless they're fundamentally designed to be, like, parodies or, like, highly stylized, they tend to be heavily reliant on the technology at the time. So once you get out of, like, the NES era into, like, modern day, it becomes more relevant, I suppose, but... yeah, because that's where I wanted to throw it. Thanks, NES baseball. But because we're so far advanced, this just does not come across as remotely interesting. Certainly to me. But I've also got no interest in sports, so we're going to move on. I also think fielding in baseball is just boring, so... game started me off in the wrong place. Next we have Kung Fu, also known as ER Kung Fu, and not the other thing. Which I thought it was going to be for a minute. This is a very basic fighting game, but this is probably one of the earliest renditions of a console one-on-one fighting game. It might actually be one of the earliest, arcade ones as well. A lot of people don't know this, but there is actually a grand total of a single handheld, rendition of ER Kung Fu. It's on the European exclusive Konami Classics collection on the Game Boy Color. Aww, I've never been good at this game either. Oh no, fighting games. I'm so bad at them. The weird thing about ER Kung Fu is a lot of characters are named after basically their weapons. And it's weird that you end up with, like, the one character that doesn't have a weapon. Like, you get a bunch of characters that have weapons, and then you've got a guy who just punches things. He has some awesome dance moves. Okay, I'm clearly kicking you. The hit detection on this is pretty spotty. Damn it, ER Kung Fu. Stop ERing so much. More Kung Fu. I've seen worse hit detection in a fighting game. I've played Heavy Nova. I played through Heavy Nova twice, which is depressing to admit, but this is not much better. I mean, at least that game had a certain level of logic that if you just duck, you're unhittable, but I'd still say this is a better fighting game. Even if I can't understand why I can't hit my opponents. It plays pretty fast, though. Aww. I think that's about all I want to play of that, too. This is not the best collection of games for me, I fear. Alright, next we have golf. I can play golf. We're playing the highest score, right? And this is supposed to be Mario playing golf. It's his day off, I guess. I actually played a lot of this on Animal Crossing. I'm a little embarrassed to admit. And the problem is, I don't understand golf clubs at all. That said, we seem to be doing okay. I think we want an iron for something like this. Or not. It's been a while since I've played NES Golf, I'm not gonna lie. I should just try putting it in. I remember this game used to, or I thought I remember this game used to at least sort of default you to what it recommended you to use, but... Alright, well, at least we're on the green now. There we go. That only took 8 shots. Alright, not bad, not bad. And I think now is the time for a putter. There we go, we got par that time. Hooray! Oh, I should have checked the wind on that. I did not. Still, that worked out pretty well, I think. Oh, that's unfair. Probably gonna want to shoot it right about there, I think. Alrighty, that's not a bad starting shot. Ooh, that was close. Okay, let's try to put this in. Oh. I think the pattern on the grass is telling me it's sloped in some way, but I'm not sure. Alright, so the wind is 13. Yep, that's totally what I wanted to do. Just wanted to make sure the water was still, you know, being water. No big deal. That should be better. Or not. Alright, that's not too bad. At least we didn't end up in the sand that time. Oh, that's a lot closer to the forest than I'd like it to be. There we go. We're only plus 10. That's not too big a deal. There's 0 wind, which means I'm confident we can land on that center island. So confident, in fact, that we did. That seems like a safer bet. Way too much power. Wait, how does it water hazard this time, but last time it was just out of bounds? I think we want a sandwich to do that. And then we just need our good old trusty putter. to completely overshoot. Alright, so I'm plus 12, but I think you understand how golf works. Possibly. I mean, I'm not sure I understand how golf works. Maybe you should teach me someday. But I believe that has been this 5 games this time. So let's go over them real quick. Helicopter, Misspelled, is confusing more than anything, but it seems kinda playable. City Connection is not a game I enjoy, but it's not a horrible game. Baseball I find boring. YR Kung Fu I don't think is a game that works all that well. And golf is, again, it's sort of like baseball. It's a game that sort of is more reliant on either some kind of gimmick or the modernness of technology, and these just don't. After these past 5, do I recommend this cartridge? Not really, no. I think our best one of the past 5 was City Connection, and even that wasn't saying too much. But I hope you enjoyed, and come back next week where we're going to look at Clue Clue Land. And you can subscribe to the show to see everything else we do as we do it. And if you really want to make my day, hit up my Patreon, support the show there so that I can continue to afford to look into the magical world of multi-carts and the incredible depths and mystery of video games in general. And you get yourself on the Patreon supporters Discord where we can discuss what the hell was on with that hit detection in YR Kung Fu, seriously. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out, Internet.